Hi, Sarah Banis here, Spectrum Weavers. I'm going to show you today how to split a letter or a monogram, anything that you'd like to split in Cricut Design Space. So the first thing I have here, this ampersand is from, uh, this is my favorite ampersand. This is from Amisteri, and I will link that in the description. Let's go ahead and get started. And then also, before I go any further, this over here, this is breakfast pastry. I'll also link that. And both of these script fonts are both Hello Blushberry, and I will link that in the description as well. Uh, so first thing you're going to want to do, click on shapes. Okay, get yourself a square. Get yourself a second square. And then with your second square selected, go up to your color selector, change the color of it, doesn't matter what color. Move this over here. Now take this one and unlock that box and kind of make it more of a rectangle. And then I'm actually going to make this a little bit bigger. Oh, undo. Make this a little bit bigger, easier to work with. Okay, and because you don't want to take away, anything too terribly important. But at the same time, you want to, give yourself enough room to, uh, to put your text in there so that you can see that as well. So I think I am happy with that. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is you want to unlock this box and then make that longer than this one, but less tall. If in fact, if this isn't your top layer, if you see that and it's behind your other one, you want to see it on top. With it selected, go to the top, go to arrange, send to front, and that'll change your layers around. Now, to make this look right, you want to make this black line that's left that you can see. You want to try to make that a thickness that that matches this, that looks okay with it. Actually, I'm sorry, there's one more thing that you need to do. So click on the one that you have behind it, and then go to duplicate. That's your back layer. You want to duplicate that. Move this up here. Okay. And now click on the green and then hold control down and click on your back, the back one. And now go to align on top and then go to center vertically. Okay. And then go to slice. Okay. And then click on the green, delete, click on the black, delete, click on the black again, delete. Okay. So now the next thing you want to do, you can move this out of the way. And the next thing you want to do is take this and again, put this where you want to slice. And I'm happy with that. So click on this and then control, click on that, or you can just draw a box around the two. Go to slice. Okay, click on it, delete, click on it, delete, click on it, delete. Okay, and now you have this. Move this down here. Okay, and you're going to have to unlock and then just stretch it just the tiniest, littlest bit. Okay, because you want to make sure that you're overlapping it just a little bit. Okay, so now click on this and then control and click on this, or you can draw a box around it. Go to align and go to center horizontally. And now go down here and go to weld. And there you go. There is your split ampersand. Okay, so now I have my text here. Now you can see that my text is perfect, that it is correctly spaced and correctly aligned. That's the kerning. There is a kerning error in Cricut Design Space. That's why people will often say to detach your letters and manually move them and then weld them, or you'll see people say to change your letter spacing. that is not the best way. That's going to give you awkward results at best. The best way is to set your text up in an external program. If you look up kerning in my just search my YouTube page for kerning, my channel for kerning, and it'll come up. There's a video that shows you how to get perfect professional text every time. So go ahead and decrease the size of that. And then that will go right in there. And you can either, make it smaller or larger, whatever you want to do. I think that looks just about perfect. Okay, so I mean, there you go. You can either, cut it as one solid thing, if you wanted to select it all and weld it, then it would all cut as one, or if you want to leave it this way and then cut it as two, where you could do something like this. And you could change that color to maybe, I don't know, let's call it blue, but something like that, and do it in two colors, but whatever you want to do with that. Okay, so that's one. I'm going to show you again with this one. Okay, so you need shape, square, square. This one over here and change its color. Anything will do. Unlock this box. And you're going to want that a little bit bigger for this one. I think I'm happy with that. And then I'm going to want to take this and unlock. And again, make it just longer than that, but just it's still got to be stretched out longer. And I think I'm happy with that thickness. So click off of it and then click behind it and duplicate that. You're going to need your extra one of those. Oops, undo. Take your extra one of these, move to the side. So now click on your blue and then click on your back, the gray, and then click align. And you're going to want to center them vertically. Okay, and then click slice. Click on that, delete, click on that, delete, click on that, delete. Okay, now you can move this out of the way. Oops. That out of the way. And now take this back down here. And you don't want it centered up here because that would look awkward. But again, you don't necessarily want it centered on the bottom either. You want it just a little bit higher than centered on the bottom piece. I think right about there is perfect. So select both again. Click on it to select, press Control, and then click on the other, or you can just draw a box around both of them. Click Slice, select, delete, select, delete, select, delete. Okay, now take this one, bring it down here. Okay, and unlock, make it just a little bit bigger. Now, this I'm going to show you something that I would do in a situation like this. So I'm going to make a shape, make a square. So now you can see that B is, obviously it's got this out here, and that makes it, let me move this to the side. And this, I don't know what this is called, but this makes it a little bit off sides. And so when you go to do this, you actually don't want to center it on the whole B. You want it centered just on this part here. But you can't do that by selecting the B because it's going to take this as part of the width. So what you want to do is take an extra square, and make that the same width as the B or roundabout. It doesn't have to be exact. Okay. And then you can just put that wherever. It doesn't, as long as it's, as long as it's equal with the B, you can move it down and then put this where you want it, right? And now with that still selected, press Control and select the box, not the B, but the box. And then go to Align. Go to Align horizontally. Okay. And then take your B and line your B right up with that box. And there you go. So now you can get rid of this box that was just for the alignment purposes. And now you're gonna, here this time I'll show you just by drawing a box around it to select both. And then go down to Weld. And there you go. There's your split B. Okay, and now for something like this, because there is still this space here, me personally, I would add some laurel or something to jazz up that space so that it's not just empty space there. I would personally want to add something. Even I'll show you something. Even if it's something as basic as let's see. So let's go and go to shapes. Go to circle. And this is going to be super basic, but it's enough to fill in that space and make it look a little bit more even. So take that, put that there, and then you want the exact same size. So go to duplicate and take this here. And now let me actually show you something. So let's move this. Oops, that wasn't what I wanted to do, but that's okay. So take that and then Control and select your other one, and then go to Align, and then go to Center vertically, and then weld those two together. Okay, and then what you can do now that that's welded is you can select all of this, and you can align, center, and see now that's centered exactly. Click Weld. Obviously not the color I'm looking for, but I am looking for another gray. And you can see how that kind of evens it out a little bit and just gives it a little bit more visual interest. Me personally, like I said, though, I would probably just use, I have, a nice selection of laurels and things to that effect, decorations. So, but that's it. That's how you split fonts or images or anything that you want to split. If you have any questions at all, feel free to ask them below. Subscribe to my channel. I am trying to put out at least a couple of videos a week on not just basic skill sets, but more advanced skill sets as well. That's it. Have a good day.